It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago. And it's 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. I'm Mad Dog DeCipio. This is America's Popcast. What's the Buzz? And joining me yet again, she just won't go away, folks, Amelia the Pitbull Chapman. How are you, Amelia?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm fine, Neil. I pick on you every week, tell people that you won't go away. And they know I'm serious, of course. That's the truth. She just won't go away, folks. I tried to fire her, tried to be mean to her.
Anita won't let you fire me. What are you talking about?
Fucking go away. She's like an old shoe that just won't leave your foot. Jesus God. Anyway, how you doing, kid?
Doing good. Except for
staying out of trouble?
Yeah, well, at least I don't live in Los Angeles to be in trouble.
Yeah, no shit. We'll talk about that too.
Oh God.
So shout out to Michael Chapman for buying Amelia an air conditioner. Good for you, Mr. Chapman, you fucker.
Right. That's on loan probably, right? No, but really a shout out does go to somebody.
On loan.
I do have a shout out that goes to somebody that I really do love and care about. My sister's birthday's today. Happy birthday, my sister Valerie.
Oh, Val.
Mm-hmm.
Val is like your older twin. She looks like you.
She's my younger
looks like your
sister.
Mother. Your mother. Your mother. You look more like your mother than your father.
Really? Yeah.
But funny that you say that. How old's Val today? Like she's 60, 70? How old is she?
No, I think she's 51. She's
she's younger than you.
Yes.
Oh, I thought she was older than you. I thought she was
I'm the oldest. And,
are you?
And I'm the lightest. She's the darkest.
Oh God, the Valerio family's in deep shit. Oh my God. You're the oldest. They're in so trouble. Yeah. Oh my God. Jeez. Anyway, yep. How's Joseph doing, your son?
He's doing good.
Is that right? Yeah. Hanging in there.
Is
he coping with everything? With losing his dad and everything.
Somewhat.
I know I lost my father. I know it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
I still think about my father. Been going 3 years. I still think about him.
He's still going through a little bit of a depression, he says, and he's still trying to cope with it. Today would have been 2 years if Jeff would have still been with us. Today would have been 2 years that Jeff would have been hospital bed bound. So
that's a long time, Amelia.
It is.
That's a long time to be
waiting for a hip replacement.
Waiting for you could, folks. We're not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Amelia's husband, the late Jeff Chapman, God rest his soul, died waiting for a hip transplant, a new hip.
Yes.
What do they call that? A hip replacement?
Hip replacement.
Okay. Died waiting for a hip replacement. In the meantime, he had cardiac issues. They had him on different kinds of drugs that he shouldn't have been on. It was just a mess, folks. Yeah. And so it's a cautionary tale. Here's the thing. Of course, do we miss him? Of course we miss him. But here's the thing, though. You have to understand something. If you don't speak up on your loved one's behalf, you don't know what their doctor is doing to them, with them, and for them.
Right.
That's why it's important that you ask questions.
Right, exactly.
And if they say, well, he was my patient, and I can't talk to you. Well, listen, motherfucker. Yes, you can. HIPAA law says you can.
Oh yeah, and make sure that if you have him in a rehab place, make sure it's a good one, not a horrible one that he was in, because
Yeah,
that was like the worst place that got it started, and that's where, to me, that's where it started, was the
those
worst.
places are horrible anyway, Mil. You know
They
that.
are bad. The one that he was at was the worst, and that's where it started. And the one here in Dade City that we have.
26 years, Leon. You
Wow,
lost your dad 26 years ago.
so
Yeah,
sorry
my
about that.
father passed. My father survived a heart transplant. He survived. Um, oh my God, the kidney disease, liver. He beat cancer. What do you think killed him? COVID. COVID. Of all fucking things, right?
Mm,
Co- Amazing. But it just goes to show you. And when your body is weak,
yes.
even COVID, which now you get a shot for it,
Oh yeah.
goes away. Just to show you how far we've come in that little period of time, right?
Oh yeah, and then Jeff survived sepsis twice. Could you believe that? We
Yeah.
got it just in time, twice.
Sepsis ain't nothing to fuck. You could die from sepsis.
Yes, you can.
Because you know why? Because it's the worst kind of disease that comes from a hospital.
Yeah, and he
Hospital
survived it.
diseases are the worst.
Yes. And the bad part of it about it is that he did catch it twice in the hospital, but luckily they caught it twice just in time. They said that we had, if we had waited a week or something like that, that because he had come home back from the hospital, and he wasn't feeling well. He's like, I gotta go to the hospital. I'm not. I
Yeah.
mean, he knew something was wrong, so we took him back to the hospital, and that's when they told us, and they said if we had waited a week, then
Yeah.
he wouldn't be here, and that was like months ago, months ago.
Well, we're going to dedicate this show tonight to all of the dads that we've lost, and tonight special dedication. Check this out, folks.
Oh,
Saluting Dr. Johnny Fever from
hey,
WKRP, one of my radio heroes, even though he was a fictitious DJ, Dr. Johnny Fever. And of course, shout out to to some of my mentors, Wolfman Jack, the late great Wolfman Jack, Long John Wade, my friends that he's still alive, thank God, is Super Lou Serafine, pain in my ass, but exotic Adrian Street died from sepsis.
Mhm.
By the way, Leon, just so you know, because you reminded me when you're talking about Adrian Street as a wrestler, we have put to bed Wrestling with the Future. There will never be, bye-bye, there'll never be another wrestling show ever on this network. In fact, Leon, let me share some good news for you. Wrestling with the Future Radio, WWTF, is now What's the Buzz Radio, WTBR. And it's got a better sound anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
WTBR
WTBR Radio.
instead of WWTF. It's actually 2WTF Radio in Philadelphia. Now it's WTBR Radio in Philadelphia.
The first person.
88.7 with Amelia, the Big Mouth Chapman. I mean, the Pitbull, the Big Mouth of the South Chapman.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
Leon, the Barker Barfield. Leon, I love Leon. He's a character.
What's so funny is that when I was a little girl, me and my sister used to listen to this radio station, country radio station in Texas, and the DJ.
Geez, there's a shocker, a country station in
Yeah.
Texas.
Well,
There's a
it's either
shocker.
that
I
or
don't know what
Mexican
to do
music.
with myself. Go ahead.
It's either that or Mexican music. And the first person that I met from any radio station was a DJ called Danny Mojica. So it's gonna be dedicated to him. He's no longer here with us, so I want to dedicate that to him too.
Beautiful. Dedicating this show to all the people that we lost.
Yes.
We got some interesting reaction from our new format. People like it.
Good.
People like the open format because we can do what we want with it. The open forum concept is, let me explain to everybody so you're like, what are they talking about? We have a concept here. We call it open forum. Now, what we're doing is we used to have a set topic or a set schedule
Right.
before. And Amelia and I used to spend hours putting shows together. Now we go 5 minutes. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. Leave that one. Blah, 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 blah. That's like ordering lunch. It takes you 5 minutes.
Right.
Right. So now people like the open forum concept because here's what we're doing. Again, rather than having, a set rigid agenda, we can do anything we want. We can have a guest if we want. It's
Right.
still open forum.
Yeah.
We can do, like tonight, we're going to talk about, women who kill. We're going to talk about the LA fires, how Gavin Newsom is a fucking dipshit, the governor of California.
Anything that we want to talk about basically today.
Did you see the picture of Gavin Newsom that's floating around where he's in drag wearing high heels and garter belt and
I'm kind of scared to, but
fishnet
no.
stockings? Yeah, I'm going to find it for you. I'm going to pull it
Oh
up.
my goodness. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the bad part about what's going on right now, okay, President
It's floating
Trump
around. It's
is
disgusting.
trying to keep his promises, like he was saying. Okay. And okay, people, as you know, he tells everybody, I am 100% Mexican and I can prove it because my parents are Mexican. I just got pictures.
I know, folks. She's the whitest Mexican. I swear to God.
I can show you a picture of my sister. She is very dark complected.
And
But-
it's true.
Uh-huh.
Amelia is the oldest one. She's the whitest one, too.
I am so ashamed and embarrassed to be a Mexican right now. And I will tell you, if any Mexicans are listening or watching, if you hate me for saying this, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Period.
There you go.
I am so ashamed and embarrassed to be Mexican right now
I love to hear Amelia cuss.
because I hardly ever cuss. But really, I am.
Right.
Because let me tell you something. If you are here illegally, then you need to go back home. Bye-bye. If you're from a different other
away.
country, go home. Bye-bye. You don't belong here. President Trump is keeping his promise. He's getting everybody out of this damn
And
country.
you
that don't
know
belong
that
here.
people are getting angry at him for keeping his promises. Listen to this. You vote
bullshit.
for a president. Let me tell you how stupid, utterly stupid the American people are. You voted for this man who said he was going to do this. Now
Yes.
you're mad at him for doing what he said it was going to do.
And what did the American people say? Thank you. Please get the illegals out of here. Did they not
Yes,
say
thank
that?
you.
Yes.
The people, of course, what I'm talking about when I say the people, I'm talking about the Democrats, the Democrats, I should call them.
Yeah. Thank you.
Trouble. There's trouble in paradise. Did you hear what happened?
What happened?
Elon Musk and the president had a falling out, huh?
Mm.
You didn't hear?
The
The
bros had
bromance is
trouble,
over. The bromance is over.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's Scott. Yeah, he goes, damn, girl. Scott, I swear to God, Scott, she's 100% Mexican. She's the
am.
whitest Mexican you'll ever know.
Yep.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
She's whiter than I am. And that's saying something.
Mm-hmm. You should see, especially comparison. Wait till you get a tan this summer.
But here's the thing, though. Seriously,
Mhm.
People voted for him
Yes.
because he said, "This is what I'm going to do."
And
Now
he's doing it.
doing it, and they're getting angry at him. The Democrats are actually getting angry that the president's doing what he said he was going to do.
And the Republicans are joining in.
Isn't that why you voted for him? Because
Exactly.
he said this, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Well,
And
we
these
got to
Trump-
talk about what happened with Elon. Oh man. The bromance is over. The love affair between Trump and Musk is done. It's irreconcilable differences in that divorce court, bud. Let me tell you something. Oh boy. Apparently, President Trump asked Elon Musk, to leave the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He appointed Elon. Now, I got to give it to Elon on this one. I got to say I'm on Team Elon with this one. So the president appointed Elon Musk temporarily to clean up government waste and spending. That
Right.
was his job, right?
Right.
And he did a bunch, hundreds of, almost into the trillions of dollars. Okay, hundreds of billions of dollars, tens of trillions of dollars, right?
Right.
To almost $3 trillion of a $34 trillion deficit, which, by the way, is staggering. Staggering. If you ran a business the way the government runs their business, you'd be bankrupt.
Absolutely, you would.
But the government, they just keep printing more money. It's no good, by the way, folks. That's why your money doesn't go anywhere. A dollar isn't really worth a dollar anymore. It's worth about 40 cents.
Yes.
That's why you're paying $7 for a gallon of milk in New Jersey.
Jeez.
That's what it's costing for $7 for a gallon of milk.
Wow.
Because your dollar's not worth a dollar. It's only today's the dollar bill is worth 42 cents. That's
Jeez.
what it's worth right now. You think I'm making this up? Go on Google. You got it. It's where I got it from. Scott says the next riot is going to be little. Oh yeah.
New Jersey.
Where's that, Scott? Where's that little? I don't know where that. Oh, I don't know where that's at.
And don't forget to Tampa and Miami is going to probably be the next ones too.
It being little
CA.
California, New Jersey. And
it would surprise me, Texas too.
Oh, you know why they call it Little California? Because California and New Jersey are shaped the same, but they're on opposite sides of the country.
Opposite sides, yeah. And
it's funny because if you look at New Jersey and flip it over, it looks like California.
Yeah, and don't forget,
California is this big, and New Jersey looks like a little pecker. Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me that Tampa and Miami might be next, and some parts of Texas as well. That'll be next for the riots.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. I'm surprised. The only thing I'm surprised at is that Texas didn't go first.
Well, if you're gonna, and two, if they're starting in Los Angeles because it's a big city, and it's closer to Mexico. Yeah,
Think about what I just said.
Yeah, Texas.
California went first. Why?
Because there's LA is such a huge city and it's closer to the Mexico. There's so many.
You know why?
In there.
It's simple.
Yeah.
The answer is simple. There are more Mexicans in California than there are in Texas.
Absolutely.
You know why? Because you go to California, they're giving you free this, free money.
Everything. Yes.
They're giving you everything under the sun. Texas is going, get a job first and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, it's Medi-Cal or something like that. It's something
Medi-Cal. They're giving them free Medi-Cal.
Because we deal with that because we have a few that we
had Andrea Leonelli on the show about 3 weeks ago. She talked. This is exactly what she was talking about.
Yes.
About giving money after money after money.
Yes.
To people who just don't appreciate what they have.
No.
So her point was, well, why the fuck are we giving it to them?
And they fill their card every month. And there they go, just fill it. And they don't even ask if you're interested in getting a job. They just give you money for free money. They just give you money.
They both look like turd states to me. Listen, ruffian, I like you. Don't piss me the fuck off, Jack. Third state. I'll tell you, third state is Florida. It looks like a big penis sticking in the water.
Like a big old boot.
Yeah.
That'll kick your turd.
It looks like a big giant schlong. Well, Ron DeSantis is the dick.
Yeah, he is. I agree with you there 100%. I really do.
Yeah, and I used to like the guy. I thought, oh, man, he's doing something good for Florida. Not then.
He only stepped up when we had
colors. We showed just how stupid he really is.
Yeah. He
Um,
only stepped up when we had the hurricanes. I'll give him that much, and that's probably much it.
yeah, this is true, Leon. There are more Puerto Ricans in New York than there are in Puerto Rico.
Oh wow.
That's true. He's not lying.
Why would they go all the way up to New York instead of coming here to Florida? But I mean, not that we want overpopulation, but why?
Why? I'll tell you. You want to know why? Simple. Free room and housing, free money, free food. Go to New York and California are doing the same thing.
Is it more
That's why
money? More money?
they're giving them free. They're giving them medical cards, the New York State medical cards. They're giving them free welfare. They're getting
Jeez.
what to go give them money to get on their feet. What about people here that need a fucking job? I don't see anybody helping them.
Yeah, exactly. You got need money,
You
need
know,
money for food, and he
as
made it
far as
known.
I'm concerned, throw them all the fuck back. They
Yeah,
let ICE take them all.
yeah. And remember when President Trump said that the food stamps and these Section 8 houses is just a temporary thing? He's going to make it sure that
Yeah,
all these houses are not going to be handed down to the children and then their children's children. These are just temporary fix
yeah.
until you get back on your feet.
Temporary, my ass.
It's supposed to be
Temporary,
temporary.
my ass. Let me explain something, Amelia. When it comes to government
Hmm.
and it comes to bureaucracy, there's no such thing as temporary. Do you know why?
They're
Because
lazy.
they don't know how to stop what they've started.
Yeah, because they're lazy assholes.
This is why Donald Trump hired Elon Musk in the first place. Now, what happened? I was starting to talk about that story. What happened? Why Trump asked Elon to leave is Elon Musk was very critical of the president's compulsory bill. It's a very large bill, and it's got a lot of stuff in it. And Elon didn't like it because he said it was the most. I'm going to get this right now. He
Hmm.
said it was the most pork-filled bill he ever saw. He said it was in the disgust. His words, not mine.
Hmm.
Elon Musk said it is a disgusting abomination to the people of America, and he left under protest right after the president fired him.
He said, "You're fired."
Well, you can leave under protest, but he said you're fired. You're fired, Elon. You're
Bye
fired.
bye.
Anyway, who's down here? We got Leon. A lot of people get tons of free stuff. 2001, I asked for food stamps, and only that. It took 6 months before. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Problem is, what color are you? You're
Yeah. What
white.
color
That's
is
the problem. That's the problem. You got the wrong color, brother.
Yeah.
You know, and people say, "Oh, well, you're a racist." Okay, call me. You could look.
Yeah.
I've been called worse by better. Okay, call me a racist. Call me whatever you want. A bigot. I don't really give a shit. It's the truth. And if you don't think it's the truth, go onto your little Google machine and type in the United States Census 2016, where the U.S. Census said a disproportionate number of African Americans are receiving above and beyond what the rest of society is receiving in entitlements. That would be food stamps, welfare, job training, all the kind of stuff that,
Oh,
But
absolutely.
what was around then? Affirmative action.
Hmm.
Donald Trump eliminated affirmative action. Doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Thank God. You
Yeah,
know what
and
affirmative action is?
hmm,
It's reverse racism.
yeah, and also when my kids were little, oh, we had applied for food stamps because we needed it. I'll admit it, just for a little bit, just until one of us got a job, until we got on our feet, and we only used it for 6 months at the most.
Yeah.
And what happened was, we didn't get it, and the other black people did. My husband threw Jeff at the time says like, "This is bullshit." I mean, he was cursing up a storm and everybody, and he's like, "Did you tell him you're a Mexican?" I'm like, "Yes, Jeffrey. Hold on. I mean, they know we're hungry and everything." He's like, "Go tell him you're Mexican. This is not fair. That black person got, he said something. That black bitch got food stamps. We should have gotten to tell him you're Mexican." And so the manager comes out and he's like, "We need emergency food stamps now. She's Mexican. Just because I'm white, is that the only reason? And we're not getting it. But my wife's Mexican." He threw a fit.
Yeah, but Jeff was darker than you. I got news for you.
And so by the time we left there, we ended up getting food stamps. Because
I'm sure you did.
And so all the other white people were like,
I want to tell everybody we have a new web address. Wrestling with the Future is done, gone, never coming back. WWTF, Wrestling with the Future. I put the nail in the coffin. I buried it. I cremated it. It's done, ain't coming back. No more wrestling on this network ever. Period. End of story. Now we are and have always been What's the Buzz Radio. So what is What's the Buzz? It's WTBRradio.podbean.com. And people seem to like it. So make note of that. WTBRradio.podbean.com. And we are on Spotify, Amazon Music. Where else did I say, Amelia? We're on a bunch. Oh, my God.
Everywhere. iHeartRadio.
Spotify, Podcast Addict, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pandora, Deezer, Podowl. Oh my God, what the fuck?
Anywhere you can listen.
I'm missing a lot. Hold on, there's a lot here.
Yeah.
You got. Oh yeah, here you go. Podscan, Boomplay, Apple, Odyssey Radio, Odyssey Video.
Alexa.
Yeah, TuneIn Radio. MP3.org. I'm sorry, MP3.com. Let's see. Audible.com. I'm looking right at it. and what is? Oh, yes. So I said that Spotify. Okay, that's just a handful that I can remember, like, off the top. But there's a lot of it. There's a lot out there. Tonight. Women Who Kill.
Yes.
Amelia, why did you bring this very controversial subject to my attention?
Well, for one thing, as you know, Casey Anthony, for one, is from Orlando, Florida, here. Well,
yeah.
She's not too far from me anyway. As you know, she just got released from prison. And I'm, going through my TikTok as us girls always do. And guess who has a damn page on TikTok? And all these friends and, oh, hi, nice to meet you. I'm like, you people are fucking idiots.
They are.
Branding this woman. Her daughter, little toddler, goes missing for 31 days, and she finally reports 911. She hasn't seen her daughter in 31 days. Excuse me? You're going to finally call the police, 911.
Did you tell everybody the best part yet? Here's the best part. The best part of this whole fucking story. Casey Anthony's father and her mother both failed a lie detector test. Both of them. Both of them failed a lie detector test. Why are they not in jail? Simple. Not enough evidence. Polygraph tests are not admissible in a court of law. They're not. Well, then my question would be, why the fuck did you administer a polygraph test if you can't admit it in court?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And
it's like those traffic lights that take your picture, and guess what? They're not admissible in court either. Supreme Court ruled they're not admissible because they can be manipulated.
Absolutely.
Because it's a picture.
Yeah. Yeah, because they can put anybody's face on it. And
you could take those photos. You could Photoshop 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll take you to completely alter
Oh,
one of those
absolutely.
traffic cam pictures. Please, are you kidding
Oh
me?
yeah, I mean it's easily done because we got all this nice equipment now. We got AI and all these different, And how do we even know that was a person driving too? Because we got masks that you can buy now too.
I like this. You ready for this?
Go.
We got cars that drive themselves.
That too. Yeah.
Okay. Would you trust yourself? We're going to do a show, by the way,
Hmm.
because I'm going to show some scary fucking video of driverless cars. That I'm not even shitting you, folks. When I tell you, I'm going to do a show. I'm going to show you. I can't make this. I promise you. Driverless cars that have gone amok. Did you hear about this robot dog in China? Listen to this one. A robot dog went after a real dog.
What?
Yeah. A robot dog went again. I got the video. You can't make this. We're going to do a show on all of this stuff.
Yeah.
A woman was walking a robot dog. Okay, first of all, the fact that you're walking a robot dog, who's stupid? You were the fucking dog. Okay,
That's just enough to shake
that's
my
number
head.
one. Number two, I'm not making this up.
Oh my god!
Keep in mind, she's got a robot dog and she had a fucking pooper scooper with her. That was a robot dog. So I want to know, what pod did this woman grow under? Okay.
What was she wanting to do? Pick up microchips, poop?
So you're not going to talk about truth coming? No, I'm not talking about our truth. His name isn't our truth, by the way. His name is Ron Killings. He is no longer our truth. He's Ron Killings. That is his legal name. Our truth is dead, a part of wrestling history, never to be out again. So then that story, no, we'll never talk wrestling on this fucking show again, period. Anyway, so Amelia, women who kill. Let me give you some numbers here, okay?
Yeah, please.
All right,
This lady.
I had to do research. I thought it was going to be a night off, but Amelia made me fucking work, okay? She wants to do this. Thought I was going to talk about, happy shit tonight, but apparently not.
Well, I couldn't help it with these.
No, wait a minute now.
Going on.
Do me a favor. Just relax. Drink a scotch and Maalox. Relax.
I got some wine in there. I'm probably gonna drink.
I had a glass of wine today. That's why I'm feeling very happy right now. So don't piss on my stuff. Okay. Let me run this by you. Okay. So here's the deal. Now, generally speaking, just again, we're going to get into specifics in a little bit, but generally speaking, the number of women who kill as a result of violent crimes is still less than their male counterparts. However, don't worry, ladies, your numbers are growing. Don't worry about it. You're going to surpass the men very shortly, by the way, just so you know. And that's exactly what it says. Violent crimes is very small compared to men. The number, however, is growing rapidly for women. The research into women who kill reveals several key factors and motivations, by the way. Not only the contributing factors, but psychological motivations behind why they do it. Number one, what do you think the number one reason is?
Probably depression.
No, that's in there though, but it's not number one. I'll give you three guesses. Take two more.
Okay, depression is not one of them. Okay, let's see. They feel unwanted.
You're not going there. Okay, You're making yourself crazy. You're making me crazy. Okay. The number one reason women kill: money.
Oh my goodness.
Financial gain.
What?
For female killers, financial gain is a more common motivation than for men, whereas men kill for sexual pleasure. I'm not making this up.
You mean that
Check it out.
their kids' life insurance policy is more important to them than their own children?
Yeah,
What
money.
the hell?
Andrea Yates, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. 2000, what was it? 2000, when the fuck was that? 2002, 2000, whatever it was. Anyway, financial gain. The second most common reason, domestic violence. Many women who kill do so in response to a prolonged, almost incessant, repetitive beating from the boyfriend slash husband slash lover.
Right.
They seek. I mean, let me read this part. Many women who kill do so in response to prolonged abuse, sometimes reaching what they call a tipping point or a trigger point for a specific abuse or a specific incident. Like some women, there are some guys that like to beat their women in the face.
Right.
So those women, they go out, they got sunglasses on, their faces are bruised. Some women get beat up on their body and you don't see it. And the face looks fine, but the body is like all ripped up.
All covered up with long sleeves.
And some, apparently, psychologists say that the women who get beat physically by their men reach a tipping point or a trigger point that it's what you and I would call the point of no return.
Right, exactly.
Right. It's that point of no return where I'm going to do it. Nobody's going to stop me. Don't get in my way because I'll take you out too. That's the point of no return. That the tipping point that psychologists call it.
That's horrible.
Cumulative abuse. Here you go. This is interesting. For some women, the experience of abuse from different perpetrators can tip them to that tipping point. Some women, and I don't know what it is, but some women almost, and it says it here, folks, I'm not making this up. Some women enjoy being abused. But then again, they all have that trigger point. Some women get abused and they put up with it because they're like a martyr, like they martyred themselves.
Yeah.
They think they're doing this for the love of their husband. You're doing it because you're fucking stupid if you're going to sit there and get beat up. You're nuts.
Right.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be physical. It can be verbal also.
I come from a family of Italian women. They'll fucking kill you, okay? They all have guns. They all have knives, and they know how to use them. They'll fucking kill you, especially the Sicilian ones.
Uh-oh.
Shut up, ruffian. I hear you thinking that real loud, brother. Here's another big one. And you touched on it. Feeling trapped or depressed. Researchers indicate that women who kill often describe feeling depressed or trapped within their relationship or situation, often leading to volatile or explosive retaliation. That's like where for example, women who suffer postpartum depression from having children,
right?
Sometimes they snap, they kill their kids and their husband.
Just like that. Or even depressed.
They feel like they're like Andrea Yates, the one from Texas.
Right.
That woman snapped because all she felt like was a baby machine.
Like that, boom.
Because her husband wanted a big family.
Yeah,
well, her body
pregnant like that.
Folks, a woman's body can only produce so much.
Right.
And, 6 babies is a lot of fucking kids to take care of.
Absolutely.
You got to have a lot of money to feed 6 babies. That's a
Mhm.
lot of mouths to feed, you know? And where's that money coming from? And how you going to where's all that food coming from?
Exactly.
You know? The other one is something that we talked about. Lack of alternatives. They feel like they don't have any alternatives, any options. Some women report that they felt a tendency to violence after being completely exhausted of options, like they had nothing else left. They had no bargaining tools. The husband wouldn't listen. They couldn't talk. They felt trapped, depressed. They felt, in that bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they go fucking ballistic. They go,
Right.
and everything comes up like a powder keg, Amelia.
Yeah.
They blow.
Yeah. I mean, there's been.
What you think another reason for this kind of depression? What else would bring on that kind of depression besides like abuse? And
Well,
let me ask you a question as a woman:
mhm.
Are there more than one kind of abuse?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Besides physical, there's verbal.
Throw some at me. Go ahead.
There's verbal abuse, mental abuse, and a lot of
Okay.
women suffer that because I can tell you,
Psychological abuse,
yeah,
physical, emotional.
yeah,
Um,
a lot of women suffer
how
through that,
about
and
I got one on here I'm going to throw at you.
mhm,
Spiritual abuse.
yes,
What about that? Talk to me.
yeah, when especially if they're like you mean if they're going to a certain church that they don't have to, they're having to go to, even though they don't want to go to a certain church or certain religion that they're having to be
You
not
got it.
forced to go to.
That's right. It's right there. Exactly. That's
Hmm.
exactly. People women have reported spiritual abuse as part of abuse. My husband is a religious fanatic, and he wants me to do this and he wants me to do blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
You know who's big in that?
Oh,
What religion do you think
Scientology.
that's one?
Hmm.
There are 3 major religions that are
Jehovah
the most
Witness.
abusive, what they call the most abusive religions. Scientology is number 2 on the list.
Is it Jehovah
It-
Witness? Is another?
nope.
Oh, wow.
I'll give it to you.
Mm.
Islam,
Whoa.
Scientology, Judaism. Judaism of all.
Mm.
Islam, Scientology, and Judaism. Why? Think about it. All of their principles are basically the same.
Yeah. And the men are in
What
charge.
differs? The Catholic religion differs from them greatly. In fact, there are several brands of Catholic Church. There are several branches of it. There's like 8 branches of the Catholic Church. They're all Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Roman Catholic. You got the Irish Catholic. You got the Parmenian Catholics in Brazil. You have Santeria, which is Catholic.
You got
That's
the
practiced in
Mexican Catholic.
Well, yeah, you know Mexico, the Day of the Dead.
Yes.
That's a Catholic holiday.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
The Day of
The
the Dead.
Mexicans
They
take their
celebrate
Catholic.
that in Mexico.
Yeah, they take their Catholics seriously. The Mexicans
Yeah,
very
they
very
do.
seriously.
Here's another one that was real interesting that I found. They call it the honor shame nexus. Let me explain this to you. The honor shame nexus, deeply embedded in cultural and culture generated identities, can be a powerful psychosocial deliverer for violent behavior in women, even leading to homicide. Now, let me explain to you and everyone else what an honor shame is, okay? Did you ever see, because this is fresh in my mind because I just watched it.
Hmm.
Did you ever see a show called The Handmaid's Tale?
No, I did not. I have not seen that.
Okay. You don't really do anything, do you, Mia?
I don't see movies that much. No.
It's a TV series. You guys out there, if you're familiar with The Handmaid's Tale, then you know that's the honor shame nexus. I don't even need to explain that. If you're familiar with The Handmaid's Tale, say no more. It's the fine line between honor and shame, between being praised and being put down, being put up on the pedestal and then
Okay.
having it knocked right out from under your legs.
Mm.
That's called the honor shame nexus. All right. Here is the profile of, if you want to know if you're living with a killer, here's the profile. I might have to check Anita when I'm done.
Oh, oh. Let me call her real quick to tell her watch the show.
Go right ahead. Victim
Wait.
characteristics. Okay. Familiarity. Women are more likely to target individuals in their family or friends, people they know. People that are familiar targets, they're trusting. Normally, they're more trusting. They're more easily to approach. Spouses, partners, elderly, and yes, children. Um, Vulnerability. Female killers often target vulnerable people, particularly the elderly, the
Yes.
sick, or young children,
Hmm.
because they can't fight back.
Exactly.
They're not going to target their husband or their boyfriend, because most of the time the boyfriend will kill them first. Generally speaking, most men are still bigger, more muscle mass than women. Stronger anyway, even without muscle mass. It's just the way we're built. Other contributing factors: a history of abuse. Is there a history of abuse in the family? So you got to ask yourself the question: is this new to me? Who else in my family has been through this? So you got to start asking questions.
Right.
That's like incest. That's a family thing. That runs in families, incestual behavior.
Yeah.
And you don't know. Well, Uncle Harry touched me. Oh, Uncle Harry touched me too. How old were you? Blah, 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 blah. And then you start talking. Before you know it, Uncle Harry is underneath the jail,
Right. Exactly.
which is, he needs to be 6 feet underneath the jail. Uncle fucking Harry. Let's see. Difficulty utilizing legal defenses. Some people don't understand what their legal rights are. People who kill, women who kill, often do so without thinking about the legal consequences of it.
Until
They're
after
in the moment, they're in the passion of the moment.
they're
They're
focused.
thinking, focused on what they're doing.
Hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah, they just are at the moment. They're like, okay, I'm doing this right now. Everything around them is like blank to them. They're just in the moment.
So give me you wanted me. So now I laid it out for you. Okay,
Mhm.
so where you want to go with this topic, since you're the one that brought it up?
Right. Well, first of all, you're
I
safe.
was happy to talk about roller derby tonight, but you want
Right.
to talk about
Well, no,
women.
I said, first of all, you're safe because Anita's nothing like that. She's a sweetheart, and I'm gonna tell her you said that about her. No.
My wife,
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
tattle on
love
you.
my wife. You can.
I'm gonna tattle
I
on you, but
The only hand I would ever lay on my wife would be in affection and
yeah,
love, and she
yeah.
knows
Well,
it
you
too.
do me a favor. You give a
I'm
big
not
hug
that guy.
for him.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm not that guy.
No, you're not.
I'm not that guy.
No.
And I've said this before. I've said it privately. I've said it publicly. I will walk away from a marriage rather than hit my
No, you
wife.
give her a big hug for me because I know that she
You
said
know,
that
and
she's in.
I've said that many times
Mhm.
over many years. I walk the fuck out before I ever lay a hand
Oh
on
no,
anybody.
she's a sweetheart.
You
You
know,
give her a big hug for me because I know that.
I will. So let's talk about. You wanted to bring us up, so
Yes,
talk about it. Go ahead.
and see the reason is because lately, how people have said, okay, well, these women are dangerous, things like that. Yeah, I do understand that, and
Right.
I I wanted to bring this up because a lot of them are saying, okay, it's getting close to people. It just got close to somebody being paroled, and luckily it got denied for Susan Smith. And I want people to understand that if you're going to be hurting someone that you love, don't do it, because if you really wanted that child, you should have given them a better life. Just like my daughter's about to be a mom, and she understands now the love that I had for her when I gave birth to her.
Yeah.
And all these people, like we said earlier in our last podcast that we had, if you have a baby, please take the baby to a hospital, take it to a fire station, or take it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Make sure that they can raise the baby if you can't raise the
Well, what
baby.
about Amelia? What about situations where there are no children?
Well, if you mean like if a wife
What do you
kills
tell a
husband.
woman that's involved in a relationship and she feels trapped and she feels like she can't get out?
Mhm.
What do you tell? And there's no kids. What do you tell that woman? What does she do?
Well, if you pack a bag, hide it somewhere. If your husband is going to work or something like that, and if you feel you can leave, not trust a neighbor, uh, go in the backyard, see if you can find a back door, or if you can trust a neighbor, maybe they could take you to the nearest shelter, or call a cab somewhere, where you get a burner phone, find a way, and have someone take you somewhere. Try to see if someone can pick you up and take you to maybe a bus station. Try to save money, hide it from your husband, because I know that they've made documentaries where women have disappeared from their husband, or try to find someone that can help you as far as getting, like I said, going to a shelter. Or if you can't do that, maybe a family member can help you find shelter. Or if you have real close family, maybe not the spouse, not your spouse's family, because of course that can hurt you as far as even kill you. And you don't, I hate to say
The
it that way.
simplest solution,
Mhm.
because you could babble like that all night long. But here's the thing:
I know,
the
right?
simplest solution,
You
and
start to
hear
bother
me
me.
out, folks. The simplest solution: walk, run, call the nearest police station, fire department. Go to a fire department, go to a police station. Nobody, I don't care who they are, no abuser is going to follow you into a fire station or a police station, especially a police station, because he'll be dead before he hits the door. Because those guys like to shoot people. That's what they live for that
Yeah.
shit. You know?
And if
Understand.
if they believe you, hopefully they do, because some of them don't. They'll
That's
believe the
another
husband.
thing. Look, that's a valid point. We got to talk about it.
Hmm.
One of the things is credibility.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Very often, the abuser has more credibility than the victim.
There you go. Right. Especially if she doesn't report it.
You see it all the time in film and TV.
Yes.
The abuser is a senator,
Hmm.
or he's a very successful businessman, right? Oh well, he
Right.
would never
Exactly.
do that. Really?
Yeah.
Says who? Says
Exactly.
who? They just arrested a guy here in New Jersey, state senator, for domestic violence. Think it can't happen?
Oh, it can happen
Bet
anywhere.
me. Bet me.
Yeah.
Oh, it can happen big time. Amelia, tell everybody what's coming up.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. And also too, it's Another thing to point out too is if their spouse kicks you out, they say, okay, yeah, you can leave, but if you take the kids, I'll tell people or everybody that you were doing this or you did that, but I'm keeping the kids and you're gonna pay me child support. They'll threaten you with that because it's happened. Trust me.
Again,
And
like I said, go to the police, even without the kids. Go to the police. The kids you'll end up with the kids anyway.
mhm,
Go to the police or a fire department. Tell your story. They will investigate because that's what they do.
yeah.
Okay. What do we got coming up?
Tomorrow night we have Louise Bruno, aka.
Luis Bruno, I will show you. You're going to freak out when you see this. I'm going
I
to show
know, right?
you. Oh, people haven't seen this yet.
Oh,
Let me show you Louise Bruno. She's going to be our guest tomorrow night. And you ready?
yes.
Check this out. Watch this. That's
Wow,
Louise Bruno.
that is amazing. Look
She
at
is a
that.
Cher lookalike.
I happen to have a scarf
And
just
she
like that.
sounds like her. Wait a minute. I got another one. I'm going to show you another one. I got a couple of them here of Louise. This one here is from her album cover.
Oh my goodness.
Right? I'm
Wow.
not done. I got more. Hold on. Let's put. Hey, I will put this one up. I like this one. This is
That
a
one.
performing. She was doing a show.
Oh my goodness.
She looks just like Cher.
She
And
looks
last
identical.
one. Yeah, I'll put the last one up. At this point, I may as well put them all up, right?
All right.
Because hey, look, I got this far, right? Here's Louise without makeup. She's on the
Wow.
left. That's with no makeup.
She
And
looks
that's her
more
mother
like
and
her.
her aunt.
She looks more like her without the makeup, I think.
Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
That's her with no. She looks like Cher even without makeup. Is the point I'm
Even
trying.
without makeup, absolutely.
Yeah,
And then Wednesday night, we're just going to do another open forum and we'll see what we can
we
talk
are
about.
going to be every Wednesday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We are back to our three shows a week. Thursday and Friday we always take off. That's our gig. We
Mhm.
don't do any show on Thursday and Friday. Been like that, and it's going to stay like that.
Mhm.
But
We
are you
do have
happy
a
now that
date.
I did your subject for you?
Yes, we do have
Will
a
you
date that
stop
is
bugging me now? What do you want now?
we
I'm
do
trying
have
to
a
say goodnight to people, but you won't let me, obviously.
oh
Go ahead. What do you want?
we do have a date that's confirmed for June 25th though.
Tell everybody.
We have Lacey J. Dalton joined with Aleister Cross, the horror author from The
I want
Vampire.
everybody out there to listen carefully. I have a special guest coming on June 16th. He will be broadcasting here live from England.
Yay.
Yay. His name is Eduardo Gonçalves. He is the author of more than a dozen books on trophy hunting. He is a staunch animal rights activist, and
My
he
kind
is
of person.
single-handedly taking on the trophy hunting industry. Trophy hunters are, generally speaking, a bunch of rich, snobby, powerful elites that like to kill things and then stick them up on their wall.
Yes, they shouldn't do that.
Problem is, a lot of these creatures are endangered, like the Bengal tiger. Okay, like the South Africa, like the African lion.
Yeah,
They're endangered.
very much so.
Like the zebra. Do you know the zebra is an endangered species?
Yeah, they're so amazing to watch, especially in the wild.
And trophy hunters will kill these things just because. And they won't keep them. If you're going to kill something and eat it, that's okay. You can kill something and eat it. But they stick them on their wall.
Hmm.
And some people pay tens of millions of dollars for trophy hunters to go out and do the dirty work for them. I'm going to name some names. Bill Gates is one. Okay. Hate to say it. Joe Biden was another.
Yeah.
Hate to say it. Donald Trump was another. Sorry. Equal time here, folks. Generally speaking, not all of them, but generally speaking, this is a sport, quote unquote, sport of the rich and powerful, and they just like dead stuff on their wall. Remember, our new address, WTBRradio.podbean.com. We are What's the Buzz Radio. That's who we are. That's who we will stay. On behalf of Amelia, the Pitbull Pain in My Ass Chapman, I am the Mad Dog. We will see you, Lord willing, in the Creek Don't Rise. We'll see you tomorrow night with Louise Bruno. Take care, folks. God bless, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.